Good morning. Very pleased to be in Tel Aviv. Just want to give you a really brief introduction to Opscode. So as a sysadmin and systems engineer who spent 15 years trying to build solutions, I completely recognize everything John said about our founders trying to build a solution that actually solved the problems they'd seen. We're a leader in software delivery automation, helping hundreds of companies of all sizes solve problems in terms of configuration management and continuous deployment. We provide a solution that's available both open source, many of you may be using it already. It's also available as a hosted and as an on-premise platform. The key thing for me, as somebody that's been working in this space for years, is the power of the community. Historically, you'd buy a product, you'd spend hours and hours, weeks, months developing it, trying to get some content in there. The community is phenomenal. Maybe you guys are contributing. There's just loads of stuff out there for us to actually work with the day we get our platforms. We're firm believers in DevOps. Almost every organization I work with is trying to either start or complete a journey to become DevOps-centric. Just too many people have been too slow delivering applications in the past. DevOps is just so key to what we're doing. You may or may not know, Chef is built on an approach using cookbooks and recipes. Cookbooks are where you define what your system should be doing. They're a really cool and reusable approach for you to actually create policies that you can then push in order to not only stand your infrastructure up, but actually scale it, change it, deliver new services, and in many cases, fix problems. After all, if a machine breaks, sometimes the quickest way of getting back into production is reprovision. You know the policy it was built to, you've got a great backup and recovery mechanism. Chef is built on really three key and simple architectural principles. You will have a developer. You'll have an administrator who's familiar with writing code. They're going to be writing your cookbooks or acquiring your cookbooks from the community. Acting as a workstation, acting as an administrator on their workstation, they will craft these wonderful objects for you. They're going to publish them to the Chef server, and then you're going to have reuse. Anybody in your organization can learn and use what's been put out there for them. You get reliability. Systems can be built quickly, fixed quickly, and you can refactor code really quickly. Very, very elegant, and one of the emerging tools that's really giving you that option to reuse code. And then you've got a whole lot of machines out there that will be actually pulling down those configurations and making sure that they're in line with your policy. Great for desired state configuration management. For those of you who are trying to improve things or you've got some legislation, they're also great for ensuring that you're in compliance with what the law says you've got to be. And on the internet, that can be pretty powerful. I mentioned a few moments ago, one of the most significant aspects of this new movement is the fact that we've got a community. You're all here today. The community is contributing not only to the product that is Chef, but also to the content. And then for many of the tools that you're using in day-to-day use, I've heard people talking about Nagios, I've heard people talking about databases. You'll find that there's a cookbook available for you that somebody who's, quite frankly, maybe more expert than me, maybe more expert than you, has written. You can actually embrace all of that coolness in order to get your environment stood up correctly. Of course, you may be super knowledgeable in something. You can then contribute and you can enhance that so that your peers, other people out there in the community can actually benefit from that technology too. For me, the key thing now is we're at a point in time where DevOps is just becoming so important. There are just too few skilled people out there who have got the experience of building complex systems. Unless we start to use the community and start to actually exploit some of these DevOps principles, we're not going to get to a position where actually the business can continue running. We're seeing skills development is running behind the curve. We're seeing that more and more because of people like Amazon, we're seeing the consumer wants it now. I want it now. Brand loyalty is diminished. Bring me this new application. Tools like this can actually help you to do that. And of course, the previous speaker talked about his lovely machine broken on the desktop. Those still exist, but cloud and virtualization have changed the game. Whatever you choose should be able to cope with any one or all of those different types of operation. Frankly, we all need to move faster in order to compete. Opscode and Chef is one of the approaches that could actually help you to achieve that. I'm done.